Hi, my name is Cory Chlebicki, and I am doing my presentation on expressing creativity and humanities through ceremonies. For a brief introduction, I'm sure most of you know what ceremonies are, but the majority of ceremonies include some type of humanity, and these humanities may include literature, art, music, theater, opera, music theater, dance, and film. And these are all topics of humanities that we have covered in class as well. The Dogon perform music, dances, and create masks to creatively communicate ideas and understanding of the human condition. And we're going to talk a little bit more about who the Dogon are and what these performances are like. So the Dogon are a tribe from West Mali, Africa, and they perform what are known as Dogon dances as a way to express emotion and a way to demonstrate and discuss the human condition without actually discussing it with words. And the way that they do this is they believe that it is not enough to just tell the story. So instead, they choose to use song, dance, and costume in a sort of ceremony to demonstrate these ideas. So first, we'll talk about the dance, which is probably the most important out of the three humanities that I'll be discussing in this presentation. And the performances are including high intensity, and you can see it in the video that I have provided. Uh, the movements in these dances vary from very fluid and easy and very gentle, easygoing kind of movements, and they can go to the complete opposite end of the spectrum as well and be very quick and hard and jagged kind of movements. The Dogon believe that these human movements spread vital life force throughout their community because they believe that human movement is what will release these life forces, and these life forces will help bring prosperity to their community. Here is an example of the costumes that they have. And as we're moving into art, you can see that they have various colors as well as different types of roping to hold their stilts on, and they're also wearing masks. And first, we're going to start with what they're wearing as far as clothes. So they wear a lot of bright colors, as you can tell from the bright pink skirt with the yellow topping on it. And this kind of color definitely draws your eye right to that area. And it's very interesting too that they chose to add these colors onto the parts of the costume, which, as you can tell, will most likely be moving the most because it's a bunch of strands while they're dancing. So the costumes display art in various different ways, and here are some of the different ways that they're displayed. They're very complex costumes, as you could tell from the past picture, and they have a lot of different moving parts. They have a lot of different colors, and as I mentioned earlier, these bright colors are meant to be a point of emphasis so that you're more focused on the dancer as opposed to who the person is, which will lead us into our next part of art, which is the masks. And these masks are called Satimbi masks, and they are carved out of wood by hand. And they feature a couple different colors, which you can tell are slightly modeled after the dancer itself. And they are, let's see. It is made to wear during these dances, and it is made so that they can hide the individual identity of the wearer. And what this does is it makes it so you're not focused on who the actual person is behind the mask, but instead you're focusing on the dance and what it means. and the sculpture that is on top of the mask is used to represent a life form that the wearer is representing. These shapes in the sculpture are a use of form with a positive shape. And next, we'll be talking about the music that plays with the dances. The medium used includes voice and various percussion instruments. The instruments sustain a fairly consistent rhythm throughout. It doesn't change very much, and it holds a good rhythm for the dancers. The same tones are present throughout the majority of the song as well, where the voices and a few percussion instruments are covering the high notes, where the majority of the other instruments are covering the low tones. And in conclusion, music is used to show rhythm and tone in these dances. The intense dance is used to spread vital spirits to the community. The art is used to hide the identity and create an emphasis. And all of these things together create a memorable display of the humanities throughout the ceremony.